goodies? It's your girl AyChristene, and today we're checking out something scary. This is the Late Night Messenger, okay? And from afar, the ninja on the thumbnail reminds me of Freddy Krueger. That is the reason I shouldn't see this ish, but we're here already. This is Snarled. Link for this video is in the description box below for you to check out. Now let's get started. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. The messenger. Oh dear, okay. All right, we're doing
The following story was inspired by a submission from Victor. This is a story his grandfather told him.
Oh. Grandfather says
Victor's grandfather, Ricardo, used to work as a mail and message man. This was back when people communicated primarily through letters or Morse code.
Letters.
Because not everyone was literate, he was hired by people who needed someone to write their letters for them.
Okay.
Sometimes he'd be called to read aloud letters that had been received. One day, he received an urgent request from his employer via Morse code.
Okay.
Family needs your immediate assistance reading a letter. Double pay. It was the middle of the night, and the address was at least an hour walk away, but Ricardo was fine with it if it meant more money.
Okay, yo, bruh, nah. It's the middle of the night. Y'all can't read this ish in the morning, and it's an hour walk away. Nah, I ain't going to your house in the middle of the night and an hour walking at night. That's craziness right there. That's a setup for a scary movie story situation of horror. No, I'm not doing that.
So he put on his coat, grabbed a lantern, and headed out. It was pretty chilly that night. The wind was gently whistling, the crickets were softly singing, and the only light was from the moon and Ricardo's lantern. He decided to take a shortcut through the wooded area of the town.
No.
The trees blocked out most of the moonlight, but Ricardo wasn't afraid of the dark. He had been walking for about 10 minutes when he noticed a very small, flickering light up ahead. Curious to know what it was, Ricardo picked up speed towards the light. As he came closer, he saw a handsome, sharply dressed, middle-aged man trying to light a cigarette. "Hey," the man called to him. "Want to give me a hand?" Ricardo walked up to the man and shielded his cigarette so that the flame wouldn't go out. He stunk of tequila. "You probably shouldn't be smoking," Ricardo mentioned.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
The man looked at him with a smile. "You sound just like my wife. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night anyway?" "I could ask you the same thing," Ricardo said bluntly. He was never one to shy away from expressing his thoughts. The man chuckled and held out his hand and introduced himself as Javier. He gestured with his cigarette. "What the wife doesn't know won't hurt her. So, where are you headed?" "The street by the old church." "I'm headed that way too. I'll walk with you." And so the two men began to walk side by side. Javier was very chatty and opened up to Ricardo. He confessed that he had gotten himself into a very bad situation and owed a lot of terrible people a lot of money.
I'm sure.
But tomorrow he was going to confront the boss and negotiate a deal. There was a pretty high chance it would not end well.
Yeah.
Ricardo asked him if his family knew about any of this, and Javier laughed. "My wife thinks I'm a traveling salesman. If she ever found out where our money actually came from, I'm a dead man." They reached the church, and Ricardo spotted the house he was looking for. It was a modest home, surrounded by a low fence covered in unique decorations Ricardo had never seen the likes of before.
Like sugar skulls?
As he knocked on the door, Ricardo had completely forgotten about his companion, but when he turned around to say goodbye, Javier had already left. The door was opened by a small boy who led him inside. There, he was greeted by a visibly upset woman. The inside of the house was decorated with even more strange amulets and charms. The woman thanked him for coming at such a late hour and shoved a letter in his hands. Ricardo read the first line out loud. "To the family of Javier Garcia." He paused. He silently read the rest of the letter to himself. With every word, his eyes grew wider and wider. His heart dropped deeper and deeper. "Your husband is a worthless piece of shit.
Oh my God.
He's now underground where he belongs. And if you don't send the rest of the money he owes us, you'll join him too."
Oh my goodness.
Ricardo stared in total disbelief at the page in front of him.
Oh my goodness.
The woman was pestering Ricardo to read the letter aloud.
They already murdered him.
He turned to Javier's family and said, "Your husband is fine.
What?
He was sent on a last-minute, very important trip. It won't be long before you see him again.
Why would you say that?
I'm sorry, I have to go. Good night. Ricardo left the house with a knot in his stomach.
Okay, what? This is a whole bunch of ish on it. Like, why would you not tell the truth? Okay, why are you walking? Let me finish it, and then we'll go down my list of issues with this. I have a lot of issues with this ish. There we go. Issues with this ish.
The family was in danger, but he just couldn't bring himself to tell them the truth.
Ninja, tell them the truth.
And ruin their image of Javier. Once he reached the fence,
they gonna die if he don't. Oh my goodness, the image don't matter if you're dead, bruh. If you're dead, the image don't matter. Oh my gosh, this guy.
He found Javier was standing just on the other side.
Oh my goodness.
But he no longer looked clean cut and put together.
Oh my goodness.
His face was battered and bruised, his suit drenched in blood and sweat. His limbs were contorted in horrific ways.
Oh my gosh.
He saw Ricardo and lifted his unlit cigarette with his mutilated arm.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, want to give me a hand?
Oh my gosh. Okay, nah. Issue number 1. Ninja being like, it's the middle of the night. Yes, I am going to go to your house in the middle of the night. Issue number 2. It's an hour walk, bruh. Stay behind at home. Wait till the morning when it's sunlight out. Okay, double pay at it during the day. All right, double pay during the day. That's gonna be the motto of my messaging situation, which I will never do. But issue number 3. Okay, you see some light and you like no. Issue number 3. He's like, oh, I'm gonna take the woods. I'm gonna take the shortcut through the woods. Nah, it's the middle of the night, sir. Please. Issue number 4. Okay, you see some light in the middle of the woods that you decided to take for some gosh darn reason, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna go investigate. Okay, that is the surefire way to die if issues 1 through 3 have not already killed you. Okay, all right. Issue number 5. You get to this place, right? All right, you have this guy join you on your journey. That's debatable on whether that's an issue or not, right? You've already kind of put your suit in a lot of poo already. You read this letter, right, that tells you, that basically lets you know, I think this guy was super selfish. I got a problem with this guy, okay? You go through all this trouble to get to these people's house. You get to their house. The letter says, your husband is dead. If you do not pay me the money that he owes me, I am going to come after you and your family. There's a child in this house, and this guy is like, oh, I'm not going to tell them the truth. I just saw Javier outside. Oh my goodness, I'm so flustered. Oh my goodness, I know they're in danger, but I'm not going to tell them. Nah, bro, you got to tell them the truth. Let them know. Despite the fact that you just saw the ghost, they don't know about your ghostly interaction. They don't care about the ish. They are going to be murdered, and they have no defense. They have no idea that what's coming. They have no way to be like, okay, I'm going to leave town because I don't have the money. Or if they could possibly have the money, right? Already, like the husband didn't know that she was on the side running her own type of business. She got mad money hidden, and she could probably pay this ish off, and they'd be good. But no, this family gonna die now because you couldn't keep your head together. I got a problem with this guy. I ain't gonna lie. This made me upset. It was crazy. It was creepy. Yeah, whatever. It wasn't really creepy. It was a little creepy, but it was more so this guy made me upset. I think this guy's a bad person. He should have told the truth. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think of the story? What do you think of my take? What are your opinions? Let me know. If you like that video, check out the link in the description box below to support Snarled and everyone involved. If you like this video, hug the life out of that like button. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.